Hello and welcome to another stream here on Behance and YouTube. Woo! I am Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator, and this is my best friend Anthony, who is a toy photographer as well as a photo retoucher and chat reader, but only sometimes.
Not today, kind of.
Anthony has possible work coming in, so the second he gets the email, he's out of our lives, but he'll talk to us still, kind of.
I've got a toe dipped in. I have some images, but I don't have notes, is the thing. So I'm going through the images currently. So I am working right now, but the images aren't done.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. First in the chat was me. I get the gold star today.
Where is it?
Right there.
Oh, it's so gold you can't even see it.
And we've got Mohammed, we've got Jessica, we've got somebody called Oh Boy a Toy in the chat. Thank you all for being here. So good to see you. Happy Wednesday. We're here for the full 2 hours today. Whoop whoop. It's so exciting. We're going to have tons of fun. We've got our fresco piece that we are working on. This is the chipmunk and blueberries that we've been working on so far on and off through the streams. I feel like it's been a pretty consistent series. But today we're working on desktop. Now, we've had issues with this in the past because it's been real weird. It's been a journey to get here. But the thing is, what I'm going to do is just merge all of these layers. Merge layers in group. Boom. And then we only have 2 layers. That should be enough, or few enough, to have no issues. Now, I have duplicated the file before I got here, so I just want you guys to know there are layers in another file if we need them, but I think for this purpose, let's just flatten the heck out of them and get going. Because I just want to paint today. Today has been a pretty productive day for me. Not the most productive, but not I don't know, not a bad one. Oh, I'm going to I'm going to put on touch sensitivity so I can treat this basically like an iPad. It's going to be fun. And we'll see if this works. If all else fails, I still have 5 million other files that we can work on. But also another piece that I want to start is the capybara one. Because we've been doing this series of fruits and animals. And I think capybara would be a wonderful next one to tackle.
Any ideas for the fruit? Oh, is it a tangerine or a mandarin?
Yeah, it was something like that. I have to look at the video. Have you ever seen that video of a capybara with a little fruit on its head?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good. I should send it to you when I find it. It's just a delightful crowd of people sitting around a tub full of capybaras and just wondering at them and being like, wow. And then in the tub, all floating on the water, is a bunch of these, I'm going to call them tangerines or mandarins or something. And they're all floating. And then one of the capybaras goes underneath and then pops up, and it's just on his head, sitting perfectly. And he looks at the camera like, this is what you wanted. It's amazing. And everybody flips out. They're like, oh, yes, that is good. So it was just one of those moments where I'm like, oh, people are cute, animals are cute, I love it. I have to acclimate myself to this again. Be like, oh yeah, I can erase with my left hand is holding down this little circle button, and then my right hand is erasing. Boom. Cool. Alright, so we worked on this area of the blubberies last time, so I just want to kind of finish it up in certain areas. This is a weird process because there's not a rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. It's more I as I say before, I need a better word for it because it sounds weird to me. I rake my eyes across the piece and figure out what doesn't work to me. And then I just try to fix it. I try.
You could say, look around.
Look around, look around. I look around in my piece and I see what doesn't work and I try to fix it. But it's really the process of not just looking around. It's I'm combing through every part of it, where it's I don't just look around randomly. It's go from left corner to to the right and scan. And do you feel like everything's working? And I'm I don't like how abruptly this leaf ends. I like the brush mark, but I don't like the shape. I'm just gonna drag that up. And it's also very one color, so I want to rough it up with some more exaggerated colors. Because that's the fun part of this style, is you just get to do whatever the heck you want.
Sheena's in the chat saying,
Sheena!
Hey Anna, Anthony, and everyone. I've been so busy with projects/work, but popping in to say hey and check out this beautiful work.
Oh, thank you, Shauna. It's been so long. How are you? You having a good Wednesday so far? Having a good life so far? How are you? How are you?
Mohammed had also said, I love this live so much.
Oh, thank you, Mohammed. Yeah, we love being here, you know? It's just fun. Oh, whoops. I accidentally undid, so I'm going to do 3 to redo. Nothing to redo.
3-finger tap.
Never mind. Whatever you say, computer. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the downside of touch sensitivity, is sometimes your fingers do things and you're like, whoops, I don't know what's going on. Beep, beep. Okay. And I think I liked that. What was the one we had? There was a brush I was using before. Oh my gosh. Do you guys remember last stream with all the summer 2021 brushes? Or 2020?
Yes, how could we forget? It was an hour of madness.
Madness! I think I still want the weathered chalkboard one, which I think is in... Is it lettering? No. Incorrect, Anna. Try again. Dry media? Incorrect again. Weathered chalkboard. Weathered chalkboard. Painting? Ooh,
Should be a search feature where you could just start typing in the name of a brush and it narrows down the list.
They'll definitely have that. Let's see. Manage?
Kendall in the chat saying hello.
Hey, Kendall! How is the house sitting going for you? You having a good time? I just remember house sitting with my sister. She actually got the job from my neighbor, and it was so fun just to be in the house. They had a skylight with one of those automatic shade blinder things that would go with a press of a button, and I was like, oh, they also had a cat. We got to take care of the cat. That was so fun.
Automat cat?
Automat cat? What?
Automat cat?
No, it was just a good cat. Just a very good cat. Just the best cat. Where is this? I'm trying to find a brush, which is so on brand, because last stream we had basically an all brush stream, accidentally, but it was really fun. Effects, weathered. I'm looking for the weathered chalkboard brush, if anybody knows where that is. Basic? No way. Comics? No. Why would you ever think that, you foolish, foolish girl? Man, I want it. It's just 2 markers? That's madness. Okay, fine. I guess I'll give up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. There was one kind of similar one in here, so I can try to find that. Impressionista? No, that's very different from what I am looking for. Ruffin, that's what it was. No, it's not this one. I take it all back. Sorry. Give me 1 second and I will be painting away. Definitely not.
I wonder if I could Google it. What was it called?
No, it's fine.
Weathered chalkboard.
Weathered chalkboard.
Brush.
Oh, Sheena, you're so sweet. Everybody be sure to hit the like button. Thank you. Be sure to do that with all the streams on Behance. It really helps all the artists and their algorithms and all that jazz, so it'd be good. Oh my gosh, it's so big. Okay, there we go. Also, if you guys want to shout out any animals or fruit that you'd like to see in one of the future ones, I would love to take requests. Of course, I would be the deciding factor in all of it, but still.
Yeah, it just says dry media for chalk brushes.
Oh, saving. What is it saving for? Dry media?
Yeah. What was the name of the brush again? Kendall's asking.
Weathered chalkboard. You said it was dry media for...
It just says generally dry media, blend sketches with paintings using pencil, pastel, graphite, crayon, and chalk brushes.
Weird.
It doesn't say chalkboard.
Oh, well. Maybe it was a special one, and it's just on my iPad. I don't know. One of the other lovely things about the pencil brush is that when I use it on its side, it kind of gets that effect. It's not the exact same. Weathered chalkboard has a really good like textural effect to it, but I think it gets the blending across that I want, and that's the main part that I'm concerned about right now, is just kind of blending these guys, getting rid of some of that rake brush edge. That's the main goal right now. We just watched, I think, like 4 episodes of Craig of the Creek for lunch. It's so good. They also had a reference to another show that I think you'll pick up on, Anthony.
Hilda?
No.
Steven Universe, because
Yes.
it's Cartoon Network. Nice.
It's so good. What have you been watching lately?
We watched The Fifth Element the other night.
Oh my gosh. Big bada boom. How exciting.
Big bada boom. And then I realized I owned it already after I bought it.
No! Oh, Anthony,
Whoops.
I'm so sorry.
I asked Ashley if she owned it, because I don't know. I remembered seeing it, so I assumed I saw it on her shelf, because
Yeah.
I know she also likes it. But she was like, no, I don't. And I was like, I could have sworn you did. Well, I like it a lot, so I guess I'll just buy it, because I'll watch it again. It's worth buying. And then afterwards, I was like, I should have checked my shelf.
Mhm.
And then I checked it, and there it was.
There it
Right
was,
there.
staring
In the
you
front,
in the face.
even.
Oh my gosh.
So I went upstairs and I showed Ashley, and I was like, make me look at my shelf before I buy anything again.
Absolutely. So you have it physically, but also digitally now? Is that what you're saying? Well, you're just really supporting them. You know, it's such a good movie. You're like, buy it twice.
Yeah. That's what I thought afterwards as well. Because people get residuals from all of that, right?
Absolutely.
Beth, my friend, acted in a couple of movies and gets paychecks every now and again.
Oh,
She says some of them are like very, very small, like $2 paychecks, but
fun.
it's still something.
Hey, I need that $2, okay? How else am I going to get a Slurpee? Wait till free Slurpee day?
It's only once a year.
This economy? Seriously. I'm very glad, though, that people do get residuals, because sometimes it feels like every penny goes to faceless corporations, but when you know somebody who's like, oh yeah, I got that, then it's like, okay, I want to buy your movies.
Kendall asks, is that a Shauna brush? I don't see it in Kyle's drawing box, nor Trimedia. And Rin says, good evening, how goes?
Hello, Rin, how are you? I believe that the brush is Kyle's, but if we can't find it, then maybe it's just a magical Kyle brush that only exists in our memories and my iPad. We are working on the desktop version of Fresco today, and that's why I don't have my usual brushes, but that's just a fun little... It's not like even a challenge, it's just a different kind of exercise to, you know, use the brushes that you have. And I am down for that.
Ashley in chat saying, my friends!
Ashley! Oh my god!
I told her to watch the stream. I walked into her room earlier today while she was working, and she was watching a stream, and I was like, wait, so you're watching somebody else's stream, but you're not watching ours,
So you guilt-tripped her into it. Excellent.
Yeah, guilt-tripped her, and she fell right into the stream. See how that works? See how that trip went? It
It
works.
tripped right down the stairs into the stream. Ashley, you can tell us all about how you watched The Fifth Element last night, and then Anthony was like, oh wait, I actually owned it before. Because Ashley is the roommate that he was talking about. Oh my gosh. So good. We just told a story about you. About The Fifth Element, but you know. And also, is there a favorite character of yours in The Fifth Element?
The diva is really amazing, but I also love, I don't know what their actual name is because I forgot. I just refer to them as the croissant aliens. Yeah. The croissants. They look like croissants.
The only time I've ever made a meme was about you thinking they looked like croissants. Golly, it's starting to drag a little bit in Fresco. So if all else fails, we'll open up Photoshop. No worries.
Wait, is this Fresco on desktop or Fresco? Well, yeah, it must be, because you said you couldn't find that brush on your iPad.
Indeed.
Oh. You were just testing it out to see if it was good now?
No, I was flattening the file, feeling like that'll fix it.
Right.
Why is it still a layer group? Merge.
Ashley says favorite character.
So confusing.
Very good.
Oh wait, you cut out for a second. Her favorite character what?
The diva.
Diva. Nerve this.
But also Ruby Rod.
Ruby Rod.
Ruby Rod. So good.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if that was like a director kind of thing where they were like, hey, act like this, or if that was just straight up an acting choice, because I feel like if any whoever's responsible, strong work. Like hot.
Yeah,
dang.
very good. Very good.
I can't imagine coming up with that idea.
Also, the actor who plays Bilbo Baggins plays the head priest.
Yes, he does. Ugh, so good.
And then, of course, Lilu. It's a good character.
And Sirius Black. What's his face?
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. Oh, so good in that role. Also, weird headpiece hair thing.
Yeah. Ashley says, "Oh yeah, Ruby." All the
Ruby,
characters
Ruby,
are so amazing. And then Kendall says, "Okay, I have to head out. Pics of dog. I'm sitting when I get to the house."
Have fun, Kendall. Thank you so much for the pics already. I am excited. Okay.
What kind of dog is it? Do you know?
I don't know. Kendall does. Probably.
Rin says, "All the characters are great. Oh my goodness." But yes, I agree on those listed, of course.
Of course, obviously. I mean, there is no like, actually. I mean, even Bruce Willis, usually the main character is kind of meh, and it's like, he's a meat popsicle, but he's got some good lines, so very excited about that. But I think that the strength of the other characters is really what makes it shine, because Lilu's just straight up charming, and obviously there are funny moments, but like Ruby Rod is like that ridiculous amount of personality that's almost overwhelming, but when you think back, you're like, that's the character. So good.
I'm ready to watch it again.
Okay.
Kendall says the dog is a Rottweiler and Mastiff mix. He's cute and giant.
Oh, big goofy boy. That's fantastic. I hope you have so much fun. I hope that Razzie and him get along. If Razzie's coming, probably not, but you know. I love the idea of house sitting. I've had some of the most contemplative, like, lovely times when house sitting. I did that for you one time, Anthony, when it was your mom, and when it was your mom, it was your mom's house, and I watched an entire anime series. It's amazing.
Which series was it? You watched it with Tank.
Yeah.
He loves anime, or he loved
obviously.
anime, rather.
Oh yeah, he loves it. In Doggy Heaven, he's just watching all that Bono no Zamado.
Bono no Zamado and the anime remake of All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh my gosh, yes. The remake? Wait, there's a remake?
It's just done in, like, Japanese animation style.
Oh, really? Is that a thing?
No, but in Dog Heaven,
okay.
it is.
I think that's Anthony Heaven, rather. But yeah, that was the time that he was zonked out on painkillers, and I was like very concerned for him. I was like, oh no, he's sleeping so hard. He won't even get up for dinner. Are we okay with this? And you guys were like, he's probably fine. And he was totally fine. It was just one of those things where you're like, oh my gosh. It's because he had his teeth cleaned earlier, and sometimes you have to give the dog some sedatives. But
Ashley says, or Anthony Jackson's in the chat, and Ashley says, I want to draw Ruby, and Alessandra asks what you're drawing today.
This is one of our fruity animal pieces, and we've been doing a lot of them lately. It started with a cat, then it was mice, then it was a dog, then it was this chipmunk. So I've had a lot of fun with them, and it's basically just the idea of marrying fruit and some kind of living creature or creatures, and doing them in super colorful, abstract kind of styles, I guess. I think they're slightly different from each other, but really what I'm doing is just playing around and having fun and giving myself the freedom to kind of explore different things, and whatever I want goes, basically. And yeah, I think that a few things have become kind of crystalline through this process. One of them, Anthony reminded me of a few streams ago, where it was like, oh yeah, the directional quality of this is really important. So we tried to like lead the eye around the piece and not just off the edge of it, making sure that the values are balanced as well as the colors, and keeping everything as abstract as possible, I think, is really important to me personally. So that I mean, obviously we could go more abstract, but I'm saying as far abstract as I want it to be. And that seems to be around here. That's the idea. But yeah, if you guys have any thoughts or feelings about what I'm drawing or doing, just let me know. I am always very keen to know what you're thinking. And especially if you see anything... Okay, sorry, that was very subtle coloring, so I was like, where's my pen? If there's anything that's like, oh my gosh, that's really off, or like, if you like something, that's always nice to comment on too. So, whatever you like. And it does seem like it's slowing down a bit, so we may have to move to Photoshop at some point if I get too frustrated here, but I'll try to stick it out and see what we can get done. I would love to make big moves where it's like, oh yeah, this big swash over here and this one over here, but it's really at the point where it's like kind of finicky and you kind of just do like little dashes here and there, adding little colors.
Jake Green in the chat saying, I love it so much.
Thank you, Jake! Hello, how are you doing today? Who's your favorite character from The Fifth Element?
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed, Anthony says.
I agree. Who is it?
What other, let's see, like sci-fi movies like that stand out? I feel like it was so unique for its time, but also has stood the test of time. That's one of the things that like I'm so surprised by, because I remember watching it as a kid and being like, this is weird. And then I'm an adult and I'm like, it's brilliant. So, differing things. But I also, I don't know, I felt like the Labyrinth and stuff was, Labyrinth was weird. But it was also one of my favorites. So, it's like, sometimes you love it as a kid, sometimes you don't. But no matter what, it's weird. They're just those movies. Yeah, I need more green in this guy. Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Gah.
Don't do it.
Zune. Hide. Jake Green says Ruby Rod, probably, if I had to choose one.
If you had to choose. And you do have to. Oh, like,
but also says, I like all of the characters for different reasons. And Rin says, if I had to pick a part that gives me heart eyes, it would probably be that floofy tail. It reminds me of a super floofy feather.
Aww.
Also, Rin had said previously that we rewatched first Harry Potter today. It's been so long since I've seen it. We're going to try to binge all 8 this month while it's on HBO.
That's so cool. Oh man, yeah, it might be time to bust those out again. I feel like I could go for a good Harry Potter weekend.
On ABC.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like I would want to not support the author as much as possible, so it's like, I don't know where to do it that would do that.
Just the movies you already own, which you lost. But we have. Did you put any special marker on it?
I don't think so. Did you steal my movies?
No, I don't have them. Ashley owns a copy of the set,
I see
I
how it is.
believe.
Ashley stole them. Ashley,
Yes.
calling
Yeah.
you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, obviously, knowingly. But yeah, it's not the biggest loss in the world. It's just honestly, a lot of it is memories for me of like there's this very specific period of time where we went on a family vacation. Actually, it was for a family reunion. We did a road trip down the western coast of the United States from Oregon to San Francisco, or the Bay Area of California, which is a fair bit of coast to cover. And it was like the coastal highway. So we were like driving next to the beach on these curvy roads. And my mom was like, "Ah, we're going to die." And dad was like, "Let's go faster." It was great. Anyways, so we went to Bodega Bay, which is the place that they filmed a lot of the town scenes for The Birds, which is a Alfred Hitchcock film. And so, of course, when we were there, Dad nonstop would be like, "We're in Bodega Bay." And like, he got a t-shirt from it. He still wears it all the time. It's so funny. Anyways, it's just the tiniest little town. It's got like not a lot going on, but they had a pizza shop and they had cable in the hotel. So Dad got pizza, beer, and sat down to watch a Harry Potter weekend. And he was like, "Harry Potter is on. There's pizza here. I don't know if I've ever been happier." And I was just like, "Oh, this is great." It's so good. Anyways, yeah, it's one of those things that just makes me happy.
Ashley says, "Come over and watch them. I have them all on Blu-ray." And nah, it was a Christmas present.
Christmas present, she says. I believe.
And Rin says, "I cannot remember what happened with rolling. To Google." You're in for disappointment.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Trans rights are human rights. Make sure to... I mean, it's a good thing to research. It's disappointing, for sure, but it's also important to know about in this day and age what's going down with social rights and people's rights. And, why people might think the way they do. Flawed thinking. Deeply flawed.
Anthony Jackson says, "Anything with pizza is always a fun time." And Rin says, yes, I am.
Yes, I am? Wait, what was that too?
In for disappointment, I think.
Oh, no. Yes, I am. Oh, come on.
"I've been out of the loop for a good length of time. My apologies." Hey,
there's no apologies needed. Not at all. I think that Fresco's being so slow at this point that I am going to switch to Photoshop. So I'm going to save this bebe and we're going to go to our giant faces. Hello, Anthony. Look at yourself.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Am I symmetrical?
You're so symmetrical. It hurts.
That's not what you said earlier.
No, it was the verticality. You said, I was like, you have much more headroom than I have. Cause I'm like, I look down when I draw, and I remember being annoyed at looking at playbacks and being like, my face gets cut off every time I go down. So I move the camera to be more here. And you were just like, here. And your chin was cut off.
Well, that's because my Cintiq is also down here. So while I was working, I leaned in. Jake Green says, "Hello! So symmetrical."
Ridiculously symmetrical, like the most symmetrical
Not
person.
actually. My grandma told me I wasn't.
You need to not take everything your grandma says, and also our goal shouldn't be symmetricality, okay? It should be joy.
Sisters, not twins.
But also beauty standards. Why do we have them? Why do we care? Why do we have to be beautiful?
She said something rude to me when I saw her yesterday.
Oh no, don't call her out.
First thing out the gate. No, I mean, I just did. This is the third memorable time she's looked at me and said something rude.
That's so sad. Oh, I'm so sorry. Touch sensitivity, go away.
Yeah. Anthony sensitivity, go away.
Get out of here. I'm going to do a coloring page. Oh my gosh, Anthony, you're so digital right now. You look like a mass of pixels and it's so messed
You sound just like my grandma.
Beauty standards. Why do we need them? Oh my gosh, it's a little terrifying, but everybody, it's fine. You're fine. We're fine. Anthony's fine. He's
This
not
is
being
the
hurt.
consensus. I'm horrible looking.
No, you're beautiful. But you don't need to be beautiful, but you are. But you don't need to be. Hold no value in that. But also, you're a massive green pixels that move when you move. It's so weird. Look away.
I'm so hungry.
Oh, pixelated Sims. Oh, go eat.
Is it getting worse? It looks like it's getting
better.
worse.
It looks like it's camo on your face or something now. Oh, you're an abstract painting. I like your color palette. Green man.
Do you see on the OBS Ninja website, though, that I don't look like that?
Absolutely. It's the translation from OBS Ninja to OBS that's doing something odd. Look at everybody. Anthony's back and he's perfect. Look at him. Beautiful boy. Wait, let's see how much of a delay. Do something like whack whack.
Onomatopoeia.
Okay, it's not that much of a delay. Onomatopoeia. He's using the safe word. Well, that's just what you guys get, so sorry.
I'm the chipmunk
Jake
now.
called it
What
out.
fruit do I get?
Simulation. You're part of the Matrix. Your fruit is, what were you going to make the Charmander cake out of? Peaches or strawberries or both?
And mangoes. Oh my.
Oh my. I'm going to do a coloring page now. So call out what kind of coloring page you would like for Patreon. Tell me.
I'll let you know what the chat says.
Oh,
Ashley
no.
says,
All right, in the meantime.
look at my beautiful babies. Saw told me I was not symmetrical in college and I will never recover.
None of us were symmetrical. Only James. He was the only one among all of us that got praise for his proportions.
Jay Green says, this is amazing. And Alessandra says, Pixel is attacking Anthony. Oh no. And Anthony Jackson says, pixelated Sims. And Alessandra says, LOL. And Jake Green says, Anthony simulation error. It's like a play on my last name. It's pretty good. I think Anna already said it. Moat Avoid says, hey Anna, Anthony, Rin, everyone. And Anthony Jackson says, almost
Moat.
mosaic looking. I'm a work of art. Jake Green says, you're like a neural network filter. Yay, he fixed. I'm back.
Yay, he fixed. Look at him.
Back to
He's
my
so
old
fixed.
self.
Golly,
This is a teddy bear.
I don't know what I'm drawing. I'm just going something. I have no.
I thought you were going to transfer the chipmunk into Photoshop.
Nah. I think I want to keep it in fresco, but I also can't deal with how slow fresco's being. So what we're gonna
Is the iPad occupied? Occupied?
Yes.
Occupad.
I think that it is because it's not out here. We have a deal where it's like, okay, if we leave it on the table, that means we're not using it, and so anybody can grab it from the table, and if it's not at the table, it's being used.
Well, I guess you could do coloring page stuff. Rin says magical animals coloring page. I was gonna suggest maybe
Dragon?
concept out what your next fruit thing would look like.
I mean, yeah, I could, but I also don't have anything driving that. So I was thinking, like, Patreon needs printables, and people seem to like the coloring pages. So why not? But yeah, I'll finish this bear, and then I think I'll do a dragon because I love dragons. Should it be a cute dragon or like a serious dragon? Or both? Cutely serious.
What does that mean?
Cute. Ashley says you should draw Saturn. Is that Saturn? Wow. Good job, Anna. There's Saturn. It's got like little ears and like little wall-eyed.
Oh dear. Oh my. What an angel. That's what the ring is.
No, that's
Jake Green says, as far as
Not
symmetry, when I flip the camera in Zoom, WebEx meetings? I've never heard of WebEx. I feel like I'm flipping the canvas on a piece of art. You know, where one eye slides off the side of the head and such?
Wait, what?
I think Jake Green just says when he sees the mirrored version of himself, it freaks him out.
Oh, it's like pixels bursting into green, just being like, that was my interpretation of what happened to Anthony.
Jay Green says space. I love that idea. And Ashley clarifies, my cat. I love him.
Wait, Ashley clarifies, my cat. I love him.
Well, you should draw Saturn, her cat.
Yeah. Oh, okay, gotcha.
I think Jake Green just assumed Saturn, space,
yeah,
planets. Yeah. But that is a good idea. I'd love to see that as a coloring page. Let's do cat planets. A combo of both. We've got Saturn, and now let's do Jupiter as a cat, and all of that fun stuff. Rin says, like animals in witch, wizard, mage garb. Ooh, that too. And Mote of Void says, if there could be any symmetry, maybe flipping Anthony on the y-axis would be an option.
Vertically?
Mote of Void wants to flip me on the y-axis.
Does that mean that... Wait, well, would you have multiple heads on the side of your head, or would it be like your eyes are on your chin as well? Like, what's the y-axis, I guess? Can't remember.
I forgot. The math is gone. Ren says, oh my goodness, a cattern. And Jake Green says, oh, I see. And Motive Void says, yes, a cattern. And Jake Green says, space cat. And Ren says, space cat. Yes.
1, 2, 3.
And Ashley says, cat planets. Oh my god.
I think that Jupiter has 7 moons, right?
Name them. Anthony Jackson says, I might try and start filming and editing again. Ooh la la.
Well, that's fantastic. Yay. Filming and editing. Woof. I know of Io. Is that correct? Tell me if I'm correct.
Io
don't know.
I don't know. Ashley knows some of them, I'm sure.
Ganymede, right?
Does one start with an E? Europa.
Good job! Yeah, good job.
Ashley says Jupiter has 60-something moons. That's a lot.
60-something.
Why do we only have one?
For a bit. Okay.
Or wait, don't we have 2?
Moons.
One's just really, really small.
What?
It's just considered a moon?
No.
Earth's second moon. I could have sworn.
I think we're getting close to 60. Getting close there.
Earth's second moon.
Just a bunch of moons. Just a bunch of moons. This one's a mouse moon.
The Earth has picked up a second moon. It's not very big. In fact, it's almost impossible to see.
What?
Roughly 9 feet in diameter.
Roughly? Sorry, I was thinking of a dog moon. Get it? You get it? Dog moon. Roughly. Cute! Anyways.
Wait, is that a bee?
What?
Oh, zoom in to the top left of Jupiter.
That's a mouse. Duh.
Oh, it's a mouse.
Its ears and its little schnoz.
So I thought those were wings and a stinger.
Its stinger comes out of its face? I feel like I've seen that in Cartoon Land.
Well, it is far away and small, so
in reality, its stinger is its butt. It's amazing. Who wants to be sat on? It's the last thing you'll do.
Green says, my friend draws a bunch of space art, and he almost always puts a cat or catstronaut in each piece.
Amazing.
Ashley says, the Galilean satellites are the most well-known.
Galilean.
Rin says, that's awesome, Jake.
Whoop,
Do they share their work? I'd love to see. And Motivoid says, I live in Europe. Should I be catified now?
Yes.
And Ashley says, Earth's second moon follows us, I think, rather than orbits. It's like tagging along to Big Brother. Like, hey, what are you doing? Can I come?
Laugh at the planets. Laugh at them.
It's a 9-foot rock.
Rude. It could destroy us.
Motivoid says, I've never took a photograph of a bee with ears, ? Wait, do bees not have ears? Anna, where are you going? Where have you gone?
I died. I was getting something from my printer. Printer scanner. Ooh. Hey, everybody drink water. Remember that. Bees, can they hear? I feel like
They
this is like
dance.
the magnets. What do they do? Or how do they work? So, what?
Jake Green says insects don't have ears. Wait, who said it better?
Can they hear? Because they've got to have a sense of something like that, right?
Maybe it's the sense of vibration.
Would be
and then
insane.
bees dance to communicate, so I
Indeed.
guess...
They dance to not music? Poor Babs.
And Kipo, though, they definitely could hear because they're like beatboxing bees.
But Kipo said, the age of the reality beasts. Okay, so the last coloring page, I just wanted to show what it was, and it was space themed.
Ooh.
It's a jelly in space. Oh golly. There we go. Woo! So this is colored in, obviously, but it was kind of space themed. Do you guys think I should stay with the space and like keep going with that, or should I do something totally different? Underwater as well, good option for like a background color kind of thing.
I mean, that's also
yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like space and underwater is what we have so far. Should I avoid that or go for it?
So go cramped and in the air.
Cramped and dry. That's how we like it.
Cramped and dry.
Give me your opinions. Anyways.
Rin says womp womp womp, and Motivoid says birds don't have ears sometimes, but they sing. Why?
They have little holes though.
What are those for?
Hearing still, right? They can hear, but they don't have ears. Hears.
Yeah.
Why don't we call them hears?
Hears instead of ears?
Hears instead of ears. Like, who got rid of the H?
It's a silent H. But then people just forgot to write it because it was so silent that it just became ears.
Wow, it was so sneaky. It's just like, H out of here. Okay. I'm just gonna sketch around. Sketch around, sketch around. So we could have
Oh, we're being simulcast.
Oh, hello, Adobe Live. Welcome to the stream. We are working out a coloring page now, so I'm gonna change the what do you call this? The title.
Title. You should probably change the title on the last one too, huh?
Hey,
These aren't really going to plan.
that's the beauty of it. We can do whatever we want. Wow.
Yeah, that is the beauty of it. But you should also change the title to reflect what you end up doing.
A calling page. Coloring. Boom. Saved. Nailed it. Okay, so what we're doing today is designing a coloring page, so I would love your guys' input on what you think the coloring page should be. I'm just sketching until you guys call out some stuff that I feel like I want to draw. I'm thinking of a serene forest kind of scape here. I'm not quite sure what that background but okay, so imagine a rock on some water. And the water is like a river that's going down. And then back here, it's a bunch of trees and foliage. Ooh! You know what would be fun? The foliage that we saw in Hawaii, where it was just massive, massive, like, monstera leaves dripping down from tropical trees and a bunch of, like, vines and things. Oh, so
that is
beautiful.
good. And Joe just found a perfect leaf that...
Joe just found a perfect leaf. Exactly. It's like grapes, but they're all monstera leaves.
No kid in the chat saying hello, and Rin says,
Hello.
quote, birds do have ears, but not in the conventional sense. Like humans, they are equipped with an outer ear, middle ear, and an inner ear. Instead, they have funnel-shaped ear openings located on both sides of their heads that are usually just positioned behind and slightly below the eyes.
Wow.
And then Jake Green put a link in the chat to his friend who makes space cat art.
Space cat art. That's awesome. I want to see. This is water. Do you see? Yes. Also thinking of it from a coloring page perspective, you want to think what is a good thing to have in line and what is annoying when you're like trying to draw and it's like, this line is here, I guess I have to deal with it or whatever. At least I feel like that sometimes. I don't know. Do you feel like that?
Colored anything in a long time, so
hey,
no.
I gave you a coloring page. Why you no color? Oh,
I'm
wait.
not one of those
You don't
colorers.
have a printer. I should send it to you.
Yeah, I suggested in your post that you should send out postcards so that people could fill those in as coloring pages.
Yes, just for you.
Because they have a writable surface, and that would be fun.
It's true. It would also be interesting to see how many actually colored them.
On the reverse side, you could do your colored version.
Oh, that would be fun. Like, you color here, I color here.
Mm-hmm.
Have this one on a shirt. I'm checking it out. Oh my gosh, cool. That's awesome. Little space station, but with cats. The cat's driving. It's in control. Who has this world? Space Goose.
Who has this world?
Who has this world? As in, like, who created it? Who's responsible for this? The artist. Space Goose. Duh. Yeah, that's an awesome design. Tell your friend, great job. Who should be sitting on this rock, Anthony?
Wait, what kind of an environment is this? Is it tropical or foresty? Yeah. Tropical. Rockable.
He's doing word association.
I'm trying.
It's gonna go fast.
Bees and insects are lucky they can't hear what I'm doing.
Lucky bugs.
Is it round, whatever is going on that rock? Is that
no,
where?
No, that's just a placeholder.
Okay.
You can do it. I believe in you.
You could do your cute, serious dragon.
I do love dragons. Man, I love dragons. Okay, we're gonna do an alternate one with dragons. Remind me of that.
Shay Green says they use their antenna.
Antenna?
Antennae.
Antennae? Is that what we should call you? Antennae?
Nah, I'm alright. Pass.
Okay, I get it.
Rin says, why not both? Rainforest.
¿Por qué no las dos? Exactly, rainforest is tropical and foresty, all in one. Love it. Okay. Bigger rock, kind of flat. Okay, so we've got... back here, I have in my head like a bunch of forest goings on. Foliage. You know the deal, the drill, the whatever. So, what I wanted to do also, now that we've got at least some notes down of what we want for that one, is a dragon! Ah! Okay, so we played Breath of the Wild again last night, and it's just that fire dragon. Dinral, oh my gosh. So freaking cool looking. He's got like these massive horns that come off. It's like, whoa, hello.
Did you guys take some pictures?
Of course, obviously.
Yeah.
It's got this cute little face that's just like, meh. It's just like, what? Wait, no. It's kind of like, what? Oh, so cool. No, he's got so many more details that I don't remember, but he's really
this
cool
looks
looking.
more like, is it called the Lind Dragon from
Lindworm?
Hilda?
Yeah, I love
Lindworm,
the Lindworm. Yeah, it's true. Also the proportions are off here because his horns are like massive.
Whoa, it's like a ram now.
Exactly. Just like thick too. And they have all these like intricate little things on them that glow because he's a fire dragon and it's just like the fire seeping out. Oh, he's so cool. I love him. I love all the dragons in Breath of the Wild. They just make me so happy. And also so sad because I want dragons to exist so badly. Like, if you saw that in the sky, the ho-oh moment would happen. Like Ash looking up and being like, what's that? And then like, oh, it's gone. And it's just, oh, magic just touched your life. Wow. Anyways, so.
Anthony Jackson asks, Anna and Anthony, with all of these projects and live streams and life, how do you both manage your time to balance your work and personal lives?
You gotta do goofy drawings. That's the rule for all this. And then he goes up into a whirlpool in the sky. So, what was the question? What's going on?
My God, yeah. Anna and Anthony, with all of these... Oh my God, you ready?
No.
Are you ready?
I have the little flames. Like, he has flames that come off of him when you get close to him. Anthony, you could start answering. It's to both of us, duh.
No, it's you first.
I love him. He's ready to go. Ship it. Wow. Ashley asks, hey, Anna, do you love dragons? Yes.
Sorry, Anthony Jackson. We're skipping your question.
Not all dragons equally, honestly. I like wingless dragons, personally. They're my faves. But anyways, so Anthony Jackson asked, with all of the projects that we're working on, how do we balance life and everything?
Yeah.
Cripes, how does anyone? I feel like it's a constant. I can't juggle, so I guess that's I can't juggle, so how can I juggle life? I don't have this.
Well, they are scheduled streams, so a lot of the time it's planned for, and then you kind of just fit stuff around it.
I have to say, yeah, making a schedule was the big difference between doing the streams and not getting enough time for them, I guess, or at least knowing that they're going to happen unless you cancel them. That's kind of my mindset of like, well, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, we are going to be streaming. And if we don't do that, then I have to let people know, because that's usually the schedule that we have. And it's kind of like, well, we're waiting unless... and so having that kind of, I know it's made up pressure because you guys don't ever like say, oh, where's the stream? How dare you? Or anything like that. Well... You guys are super cool. No, I mean, they ask where the link is. Alessandra. But that's valid. And also, it's definitely just a fun poke, you know. It's like, hey, I want to watch you stream, which is so lovely to feel like, you know, there are people waiting for it. That's great. But anyways, the fact that we have a schedule definitely keeps it on some kind of like mental timetable for me. Anthony, does it do the same for you?
Yeah, but in a different way, because if work comes up, then I have to prioritize that, so I guess there isn't really balance there.
Yeah.
I mean, I still try to pop in, like today I'm scheduled, but there's just nothing to do right now, so
yeah, exactly.
I'm here.
Keep checking that email.
I am. I've refreshed it multiple times.
Excellent.
And it's almost 5 o'clock, so
And that's when you're scheduled till?
Kind of. Like, I want to get this done by Friday night so that I could come over for the weekend.
Absolutely. No, you have to. This is one
so
of those, like, you've got to stand your ground and make sure that they know that, because if they're expecting you, like, well, too bad. I've got other things. What if
I know.
There was,
yeah,
like,
I was pretty clear about that. Like, I'm not working this weekend.
Exactly.
I guess that means it might dip into overtime. Like, I might have to work tonight if they get images in, but they're gonna pay more for that.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think that your situation is a little bit different, but for me, if it were encroaching on my work territory where I was like, okay, I have a book deadline and I have to get it done, then yeah, I just would have to cancel the stream. I'm sorry, you guys. But the lovely thing is that we stream pretty often. So even if we cancel like 1, maybe even 2 per week, I wouldn't feel like, well, we just don't stream anymore or anything like that. It's like, well, no, we're going to be back soon. It's like every other day basically, except for weekends. So it's not like a crazy thing. But yeah, I think that having you guys as a constant, it feels like if we do cancel, I'm missing a chance to hang out with friends. So it's kind of one of those things that's like, okay, well, it's not just like work pressure, I have to do this because they expect me to or whatever like that. It's like, don't you want to see your friends? Yeah, I do. I mean, not even the least of which I have to say, Anthony being here, I literally get to hang out with my best friend. So, like, what's the downside here? And draw? Like, what?
These are a few of my favorite things. In addition to that, with larger work projects coming up, I did shoot some images in advance so that I could just post them. So I'm ready for the next 2 weeks. I've got content.
Fantastic. Because
I'll be busy. Is that right? 2 weeks?
2 weeks?
Yeah.
I don't know. You'd have to check your calendar. I absolutely agree. Getting ahead of work as much as possible and not telling your clients that you're ahead of work. Because I am ahead of my work as well. I'm working on a book right now and they expect the sketches by Friday. And I did the sketches. I started them earlier than today, but I finished them today. Not only does that mean I don't have to worry about last minute crunch time, it also means I can come back to the sketches and make them better. So that's why I don't want to send them today and be like, I did it early. Are you proud of me, Mom? Pat on head. I want to have that ability to come back and say, okay, here I could do this or that, or make notes that make it clear to the client what I want to happen on this page. So yeah, it's a good idea to, as much as possible, get ahead of work. But the idea is that you're ahead without stress. So it's not that you're doing it in a frazzled, I have to get ahead to just stay on time. It's more like I'm doing it casually so that I can not worry on Friday as well. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Rin says, we look forward to it, but definitely understand when you have to cancel. And Alessandra says, yes, Anna, I will always ask for the link. I love your stream. It makes my day.
Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, it
and
makes
then
my
we
day
have
too.
Glenn in the chat saying, hi, everyone.
Hello, Glenn. Glenn, hey, what's up? How are you? Do some crangly claws. Crangly. Crangle dangle those claws out there. But yeah, I think if anybody has any advice or just things that you do or could do better even, let's talk about it in the chat for work-life balance and making sure that things get done, because I know that sometimes they don't. And so you kind of have to look at those situations and say, how can I make sure that doesn't happen again? Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna work on this tail, but I don't want it to be just a giant S. I kind of want to... Ooh, you know what we could do is have kind of the body go back in space a little bit, if we can manage that.
It's 5 o'clock, which means it's close to monkey paws, but I'm gonna write an email.
Go ahead, write an email. Enjoy that email.
So I'll do monkey paws later.
Later. Oh, you worked on
I'm gonna mute myself while I do it.
5, I'm going to cut out and say,
no, I just need to check in and ask, is there anything coming through today? And remind them of overtime rates.
For sure. No, that's a great idea.
It'll probably take 5 minutes for me to do this, but I'm just gonna mute myself because it's gonna be clickety clackety.
It is. Your mechanical keyboard is so loud. But yeah, go for it. I'm gonna talk about... Oh wait, you can mute me in your ear, right?
No, that's fine. I could listen to you talk.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute myself. Okay, just check the chat every now and again.
Check the chat. Okay.
Okay, what?
Jake says, okay, finished my work for the day. Hey, you're ahead of schedule too. Great job. Let's see. Glenn says, great, from Albany, NY. Albany? That's the capital of New York State. How exciting. How's the capital? Holding it down? And then Glenn says, how goeth ye? Goeth's well, very well. Oh man. And Glenn says, should I add he, him to my name? If you want to, that is just, it normalizes for the community putting pronouns in your name, and it is a good thing, I think, for clarity as well in the online world, just to know who, how people want to be addressed. It's just a nice thing that you don't have to even say anything. If you put it in your name, you don't have to tell people. It's just hey, there it is, in your face. Anthony Jackson says, I recommend Raya and Last Dragon on Disney Plus. I still need to watch that. I know it came out on streaming. It was for sale on Disney Plus, you know, like you could buy it, and we didn't do that. So now that it's free, we got to do it, obviously. I've seen like every Disney movie ever. I don't know if I can say that, but like definitely the more modern ones. So I feel like that is necessary, and I'm excited because dragons, duh. Ren says, wrist flex, clickety clack. Oh, did you guys see the Try Guys video today? It was the whole team of the Try Guys getting chiropractic work done, and it's just a bunch of their necks and backs popping and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so satisfying. In a good way, not unhealthily, but good way. Let's see. Oh, Alessandra says that she just watched Raya and the Last Dragon, which is awesome. Oh, I'm so glad. Jake says, I also have a mechanical keyboard that my work got me, and I kind of want my crappy old one back so that my typing isn't so loud. That's the downfall of those guys, you know? They are clickety-clackety, but if you like that, it's kind of like a typewriter, you know? Jettison you back in time. I also seem to make more typos with the taller keys. Oh no, Jake! I'm sure it's also how used to your fingers are to your keyboard. Like if you're using a Mac computer board and it's like super flat, and then you go to the tall keys, I imagine your fingers are just like, what are these stairs in my way? Oh man. Jake says, I just watched Raya with my fam last weekend. It was good. Oh, I'm so glad. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, I was hoping that one would be really good. I know I follow a lot of the artists that worked on that, and it's a great team of people. Oh my goodness. I'm questioning what direction do we want this head to go? I love it when their head is down, because then you could get some really cool horn action. We might have to shrink this down. To give full reign to the horns, you know? Because horns are just the coolest part. How far can they go? Who knows? They'll never end. Wow. Okay, it's getting Dr. Seussy. Seussian, if you might. Ashley says, me and Anthony just watched it. Yes, what'd you think, Ashley? How'd you feel? Jake said, absolutely. Love the character design, and a lot of it was incredibly beautiful. Yeah, I can't imagine that the artists didn't do a stellar job. Like that source material and everything. Oh my gosh. And obviously I've seen like the trailers and things like that leading up to it. So there's a lot of wunderbar design going on. Wunderbar meaning wonderful, if you don't know. Yes, ears. Oh, give me the Haku vibes. Okay, now I kind of want... Okay, the head might be smaller once again. Proportions are everything. If you want the body or something to look bigger, make the head smaller. Might be too small, who knows. But also, I might want to move the body so that it's not going through here. But I don't know, maybe I like it. We'll see. Okay, and then, yes, I am digging this, like, twisting, turning... Maybe the feet come out here. Do you like my sketch style where it goes from like light lines, thick to thin, all that stuff, and then I'm like, put the foot in, press it down, it's a giant marker. Anthony looking placid. I said your name. Say my name. Name that movie. Oh man. Jake says, I support dragon antlers. Dragon antlers, yes. Ooh. Ren says, my hubby and I will probably watch it on his days off. Oh, I'm so excited with all this positive feedback. The anticipation is on. Okay.
Okay.
Manage expectations. Welcome back. How was it? Did it go well?
Well,
you have an immediate response?
No, I literally just hit send. I don't even know if it's finished sending yet.
Oh man. By the way, Rin says stag plus dragon. Stragon? Yes.
Stragon!
And they got the reference. The never-ending story.
Ashley and I watched that not long ago as well. We watch a lot of movies together.
That's great. That's what you should be doing.
A lot of like classic, I guess, movies, quote unquote, movies from the 80s, 90s.
Classic to Ashley. Okay, that's her time.
To Ashley? What do you mean that's her time? That's our time.
I mean, it's your time too, but Ashley owns that time period. Like, you ask her what her favorite movies are, all from the time period of the 80s, but like those great 80s memories of just like...
She really loves Tron Legacy.
Yeah.
That's not the 80s.
Oh, yeah, but it's based on...
It's based on the 80s.
Anyways, we're going to do monkey paws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. If you're new here, this is a hand stretch that I'm going to ask you to join along with us to do. So first step, you just put your arms straight out in front of yourself and curl your fingers into what we call a monkey paw. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Good job. And then the second pose is we put our hands down, fingers to the ground, palms towards ourselves, and then curl our fingers in. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah.
Ooh, ah, ah.
Good job. Monkeys buying. That's what your captions say.
Ooh,
what are they
ah, ah.
Ah. All right, third pose. We put our palms out and fingers down. Curl our fingers in. Ooh, ah.
Ooh, ah.
Good job. And then our last pose is we put our fingers to the sky, palms towards ourselves, and curl our fingers in. Ooh, ah. Oh, this one. I'm feeling it. Wow. On the back of the hand.
On the back of the hand. On the front of the wrist.
We just repeat these poses, holding them for about a second. Around 10 times we repeat these. And yeah, this is just to give you a nice little wrist stretch. Hopefully give you a break. You can also close your eyes to stop looking at screens so much. Just for like 20 seconds. They say it's really good for your eyes to be closed. And yeah, if you want to look into any other stretches or making your setup ergonomic or just basically making your life better for you to be at the desk all the time or doing any kind of sedentary lifestyle tasks regularly, there are tons of ways you can improve your life and make sure that it doesn't hurt your body. So just Google is your friend and look up stretches, look up equipment, get a better chair, drink water, set reminders. Whatever you need. Are you feeling it today?
Every day.
Every day.
Onset carpal tunnel for sure.
Okay, we need to do this more often then, like off stream.
Oh, I won't.
You will. I'll call you and say ooh, ooh,
I can't pick up the phone. It hurts my wrist too much.
Ow, my heart hurts just hearing that. Oh.
I feel
Ashley
like
says,
it's
Tron is amazing, okay?
currently petrifying.
Petrification! Petrificus totalis! Jake's just been oohing and awing in the chat and also saying, same, Anthony. Alright, so once we're done, we're going to gently shake out our hands to loosen them back up. Also, go check on Ashley. Make sure she's doing monkey paws. If not...
I don't wanna.
I just wanted to scare her, okay?
I did that earlier. I was in her room, but she was listening to that stream, and I was on the ground petting Saturn, and she hadn't noticed I walked in yet. So I texted her a GIF of, I think it was from Robin Hood, the Disney animated one with the fox, and it was like, please, a crumb of attention, or something. And then she looked down at her phone, and then she looked behind her, and she was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I think that's very frightening. Don't sneak up on people.
I didn't. I sent a message, and then she knew to look for me, but somehow it still scared her. There have been plenty of other times where I legit scare her on purpose. I tried.
Yeah, I'm telling you, don't do that.
Don't try. Just walk in, announce myself, and scare her that way.
And like throw
that
things
scares
at
her too.
Across the room. No,
she
that scares her too.
startles.
Man. All right, Ashley, you gotta like take your headphones off or something.
Yeah, you gotta stop listening to those other streams. They're not good for you.
Says, wipe tears away. I hate this family. I'm so sorry, Ashley. You're a precious baby. Also, I just did neck stretches. Try to get your ear as high as possible on each side, and then wobble back and forth. And then your caption just says she is a baby.
That's what I said.
She baby. So anyways, then turn your head as far as is comfortable to each side. Go back and forth. Ooh. I also like to do some shoulder rolls, loosen that up. I feel like my shoulders are a part of the problem areas for me. Find out your problem areas.
Well, let me tell you. Jake Green says, my wife startles very easily too. I need to wear a bell or something.
See, that if she can hear the bell, then that's great. The problem, I think, for Ashley is she's got her headphones in, right? And then it's like impossible not to scare somebody with their headphones on.
There is that. I mean, most of the time when I go up to her door, it's like slightly ajar so Saturn could come in and out, but shut enough so that she could have privacy or like be listening to a music and it's not glaring out of the room. But I'll like lightly knock on the door with my fingertips, like, and she'll usually turn around to that and be like, hello? It's like my signature knock for her door.
Oh, I love it. I can now impersonate you and scare her myself.
Oh, no. But you don't know what part of the door I do it on.
I bet right next to the handle, like real low. And you're like...
See, she'll know it's not me.
Oh, high up, like near your head? You go down on the ground and you're like...
You'll never guess. I do it from the inside is the thing. I come in and then knock.
Oh, you creep! Gosh!
Ooh, I even scared you.
That's her...
Yeah.
No, you don't knock after. That's like asking for permission rather than... asking for forgiveness rather than permission.
Okay, not all of me is in. I just curl my extremely long fingers through the door.
I'm dead! No! No!
I see you.
I hate it! Go away!
That's usually what Ashley says when she knows I'm there.
Yeah, I have an imagination and I know. Ah! Rin made it much cuter. Baymax knocking. But your long fingers come around the edges of the door. I'm
don't
so
like
scared.
that visual.
This weekend's gonna be a nightmare, I bet you. It's so scary.
So in the Harry Potter on Broadway, the Cursed Child thing,
yeah,
there's a scene where fingers get really long.
No, oh yeah. I remember from the book, but also, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Which was really crazy to see how they did it in real life.
They just extended the fingers with magic.
Yeah. The visuals in that were really intriguing. I don't know how they did a lot of that theatrical magic.
It's called magic for a reason, Anthony. It's magic.
Mm-hmm. No, it's just real magic. Yeah.
Oh, it's magic.
Ashley says, I often also tell Anthony to go away. She does.
Very
she says,
familiar sound.
Why is this happening? Go away. Don't look at me. It's like her catchphrases.
Get out of my room. Why are you here? Oh God, is that Anthony or not?
It's hard to tell sometimes. Anthony Jackson says, This dragon
Hey.
is looking amazing. And Jake Green says, better than up from the bottom of the door. Oh, that's true.
That's what the cats do. You know, they imagine their paws being real creepy when really it's just this little paw of like fur.
I know.
Like, boop, boop, boop.
Boop, boop, boop.
I love it. Cats are so much better than Anthony at the door.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. I want a cat so bad. Can you bring Saturn this weekend?
I'll check.
Can I have your cat? By the way, if you guys haven't seen Saturn yet, there is an Instagram called These Are Not My Cats that Anthony runs. They are beautiful photos of his roommate's cats, one of them being Saturn. The other is a favorite of the stream because we've seen him several times, Cecil the Trash Cat. And they had two new drops today, right? Photos? I saw Saturn and he said good morning to me.
Yeah. And then the other was Bubba.
Bubba! That's what it was. Your grandma's neighbor's cat.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bubba. He looks so much like Vish. I love him.
I know, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what we all thought. Vish, is that you? Reincarnated?
Well, like Cecil's build, but Vish's colors for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Ashley says he would probably hate that.
It's true. I remember having the incident when you were moving and he like almost ran away. That was so scary. Oh my gosh. But yeah, he can run. He's like, outside, bye!
He's like a great white shark. He's got a huge build, but moves very fluidly.
I like that a lot.
You should see him go after toys. It's crazy how fast he could go.
Are you kidding me? I saw when he hopped in that bag and thought there was no way out and then exploded through it. He was like,
oh yeah,
he was a meteor, just like through the atmosphere instantly, just like going a mile a minute, and it was just like, whoa!
I know.
What ripped
it's
through
crazy.
this room? What hath we wrought? What? And then it was just like, oh, it was a cat in a bag. He got scared. Sorry, a lot of stories going on here, but yeah, Saturn is a character. I love him.
He also has really great like visual acuity for toys for being wall-eyed. I don't know. Maybe it's like that scene in The Mitchells versus the Machines where the wall-eyed like focuses in.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch that movie again. It's so good.
He's really good at grabbing toys. Ashley says he's fast for a big man.
Yeah, he is. Good for you, Saturn.
Is it like Sloth from Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh yeah! Oh, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh. Wait, was Sloth really... I'm trying to remember.
In Brotherhood anyways. I don't remember what he was like in...
I don't know if he existed in the other one.
I don't know. Ashley will know. She likes Full Metal Alchemist.
Yee. I mean, I do too, but I don't know this because that's like, I just watched it kind of territory.
They're definitely different.
Oh, yeah. I'm just curious the difference in like canonicity. Like, if you were to have a list of characters, are they different across both of them? Because I feel like I remember.
I mean, they were
them differently.
So in name they're the same, but in form and function they're different. Mm-hmm. Ashley says, "Yeah, he was just a big baby."
Just a big baby.
I don't remember him. A giant baby.
Really fast.
Is he literally a giant baby?
No.
In Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah,
not Brotherhood?
He's not a giant baby.
He's not?
No. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone. Go watch Full Metal Alchemist, though. It's so good. Oh my gosh, if you haven't seen it yet, you're missing out. It's so good.
Give both a go, because some people prefer one over the other.
Just watch anything Full Metal.
Jacket?
I haven't seen that. I don't know. Is that a war movie?
I don't know. I just know it's another Full Metal thing.
Ah, I didn't endorse this.
You did. You said watch anything Full Metal.
No! Watch anything with Brigadier General blah blah blah. That's how I say things. Makes total sense. Whatcha? Whatcha? Samurai Jack, Samurai Jack, Samurai Jack. What kind of... What do you think of the composition so far? Would you want to color this?
Yeah, chat, would you want to color this?
You love coloring, you just don't know it yet.
That's true, actually. You make these available as digital. Maybe I'll try it out now that I have an iPad.
Absolutely, yeah, I should do that. Oh my gosh, I never even thought of that. I should do a layered file so that you can like paint underneath it.
Yep, that would be cool. Or does it have to be underneath? Is that...
It's whatever you want. I just want to give you the maximum ability.
I can make the layer myself. If it's just on white, then I could
Yeah, but
Just
could everybody?
isolate. I don't know. If they're painting it digitally, I would assume yes.
Maybe, baby.
What programs do you use to paint things? Photoshop. And you would be able to layer it yourself in there, right?
Sure. I don't know. But I think that getting feedback from people is the way that I figure that stuff out. So I never even thought of what you just said, where it was like, oh yeah, paint it digitally.
Jake Green says, I would color, but it's a multiply. And Ren says, actually, yes, we should have a finish this picture challenge.
Ooh, finish this picture. That would be really fun. Because I definitely, like, whenever I watch people draw, I do, at a certain point, like, want to draw on it. Just be like, ooh, that's looking really cool. I want to do this.
Ashley says about Sloth from Full Metal Alchemist, I was thinking of Gluttony. Sloth was a female character.
Yeah, depending, see, that's the thing. There's another character, I guess in the, I can't remember which is which anymore. In one of them. So one is lady, one is giant creature character that almost reminds me of like Brother Edward, like the long hair and the circle eyes. Anyways,
Jake Green asks, have y'all watched Bo Burnham's new special on Netflix?
I have not, and I've heard nothing but go watch Bo Burnham's new special on Netflix.
Like I saw a little bit of it, and maybe you need to watch the full thing. I don't know. Based off of the snippets I was hearing and seeing, I don't know if I liked it, but maybe it's more about like, you gotta watch it from start to finish to appreciate the whole thing.
I've heard people say that you kind of have to be in the right mindset of like, it's talking about pandemic things and how like, I mean, it's called Inside. It's like isolation and stuff like that. I'm guessing. I have not watched it yet, so I'm not sure. But that it's more...
he made the whole thing by himself with his own equipment and camera. It was all set up like a streamer on YouTube kind of thing.
Also, Jake, I think, says it perfectly. Funny and also poignant, relatable, and kind of depressing. Like, that's what I've heard. Is like, it's funny, but also not super funny.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting from it.
Yeah.
Maybe I was just in the wrong headspace for it. Of I don't want to feel depressed.
Yeah, exactly. It's just whether you're down for that or not. I think some people really need to feel that. Like, understand that other people are going through stuff right now. Well, Jake knows because we both replied to Nicholas Cole's post. He was talking about it and being like, is everybody just doing fine? Because I feel like I'm going crazy because like I'm not, and everybody else seems to put up this like, I'm doing fine, why aren't you kind of thing. And I'm like, oh no. It's not fine, nothing's fine. It's not like that. So yeah, it's just one of those things that I think it's good to talk about, and also some people are not down to talk about it, which is totally fine also. It's like, do you want to explore all these negative emotions and things that have happened because of the pandemic, or are you still living in that too much and being like, I need something to lighten the mood. I need something that gets me not thinking about it, you know?
Ashley says, I saw it. It was his best one yet.
Nice. I don't think I've ever seen a Bo Burnham special. I always just see like snippets of Bo Burnham stuff. But I also am not in the world of comedy very much. Like, watching stand-ups is like a very rare occasion, and usually it's Anthony saying, you have to watch this.
Nanette, if you haven't watched Nanette.
Chelsea Peretti like 17 times in a row, and then Nanette like at least 5 times. Yeah. Are you kidding me? You told everyone in your life, like, we are sitting down and we're watching Chelsea Peretti.
It's pretty good. I like the Chelsea Peretti one.
Except for the clowns and stuff.
Yeah. The little... I cut those out of my mind.
Yeah.
I don't like them.
The stand up.
Heather Hotchkiss in the chat saying,
hey, Heather!
Ooh, what's this?
What's this? There's
dragons in the air.
I just cut off the head of a dragon. It's no big deal. No, I am drawing a coloring page because Fresco has given us guff. So I was going to paint on the fruity animals piece, but I think that, you know, you just kind of have to evolve with your setting. And so what we are doing is, in Photoshop now, drawing a dragon. And I'm doing it real loosely. I usually like to do this with coloring pages and just kind of like rough in, like, here is where arm will be, and then draw it later. And then you don't have to worry about messing up the whole composition, which, why I cut off the dragon's head, is to figure out this part of it, where I'm kind of annoyed with how the overlap's working. How it's like the head is overlapping so much with the body. So I think I'm gonna just cut off that whole part. I'll duplicate it first, just in case, because I always like to duplicate in case we miss something when it's gone. And then just gonna lop off the top of this guy. Beep. And then I can place the head and then draw the body around it. Know what I mean?
Jake Green says about Bo Burnham, he's incredibly clever and talented. It's almost all music.
Really? Wow. That is amazing. Wait, filming at home, producing it yourself, and then it's all music? Jeez. That's a lot. That's not that much cheese. We were cleaning over the weekend, and I was like, what do I want to put in the background? And I thought, I wanted to do The Office, and then I was like, no, let's try 30 Rock. And we ended up listening to 30 Rock, and it was just so good. I love 30 Rock so much. It's hilarious.
That's very goofy. Did you see Ren's comment?
Yeah, I read Ren's comment.
Yeah.
Anna, I love dragons. Also, Anna, I just cut the head off a dragon. I mean, headless dragons too, right?
You're gonna put it back on.
Yeah, I'll definitely put it back on. It's kind of like dinosaurs for me. I really want to see dinosaurs and people
heads cut off
together. No, I don't like it when it's like, oh hey, here's a movie about dinosaurs. It's all about killing them. I'm like,
are you talking about Primal?
Primal doesn't have dragons, I don't think. But I only watched.
Didn't you say dinosaurs?
Oh yeah. It's all dinosaurs. But anyways, yeah, it's just one of those things that, like, I want to see dragons and people just living their best lives. That would be great. Yeah. So yeah, these curly cues can be kind of tricky, so abstracting them as much as possible helps for me. Making them real shapy. Also, working on Farmville actually made me much more aware of horns. I had to study them quite a bit to do some, like, rams and sheep and stuff. So I think that helped a lot with turning these kind of shapes. Okay.
Rin says, loving the ribboning effects.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is fun stuff. I really enjoy when we accidentally happen to do something where I'm like, oh yeah, I like doing that.
Jake says those horns are incredible.
Thank you. You know, I try.
Doesn't seem like
the worm. Doesn't seem like it?
Mm-mm.
Effortless.
That you're trying, yeah.
Completely effortless. No, it's never effortless.
What's a little bit more effortless than it was from all the studies that you did in the past?
Yeah, but it still takes, like, thinking about it, I guess. I don't know. There's a certain amount of effort for sure that goes into it. Also, I want to look up the Legend of Zelda Dragons. I think specifically I'm going to look up Dinral because I want to see the face. The face is the part where I'm, like, iffy on what I want to draw. And I think that the faces of these dragons are unexpected. They are, like, very different than what you might expect, like, dragons to look like, and I love that. I think they pushed it to a place where I'm like, amazing looking, but also not what I expected. Oh my gosh, that face. Okay, so ooh, this is a good picture. So look at those horns, first of all. Hot dang, what? Also, the proportions on here are just amazing. Like, look how big everything is, but then you have this face and it still feels like enough room to get some detail in there, but everything's so big And his body in comparison. Oh, and look at all the little scales all glowy between it. And it's got like a fur mane. Ooh, I should add a fur mane. Whoa. Whoa. Ah! Don't shoot him in the face. And then this guy, does he have like a horn on his nose? I'm not sure. This is the ice one. What was his name? Oh, it's so cool. Look at the legs being like. Also, these guys are so much more impressive in person in the video game when they're in motion, because their body just like slowly undulates, and it's so massive in your view that it just. And also, there's like specific music that plays when you come close to them. All of it combines to make it feel like such a presence, and it's like, that's so cool. Ah! Ho-oh, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa. Ooh, I don't even have any spikies on the back yet. Ooh. Oh, and scales and scales and scales and scales for days. Also, they kind of have the feet of Ghibli movies, where it's just like normal
the feet
and
of
then
Ghibli movies.
Bird. It's just like, I abruptly end here and bird starts here. Duh. And I love that. There's such a charming quality to that. But do you see what I mean by the face? Like, that is an odd face, but it's so cool still. I love it. Dragons. Breath of the Wild. Oh my gosh. This picture of him running beside it. Like, hey, buddy, let's do sprints. Oh, that's so cool.
It's like Free Willy.
Yes. And then Farosh has this massive horn. Oh, he's so cool. This is the lightning dragon. I am in love. Look at their flopsy ears. What weirdos. And they have like these, I don't know, they remind me of like baleen, like with whales. They like have the weird toothbrush teeth. Anyways, they're my favorite. This is our inspiration. Keep it in your mind. Hold it dear to you. So, my eyes are probably going to be bigger than that, because I honestly just love eyes. But the idea that we should, let's go out of our comfort zone and just draw 17 faces, okay? So, we're going to do it. Are we going to do it 3/4 or straight down? What do you think?
3/4.
3/4. Okay. But it's still going to be down, but like 3/4, like that. Whoa, those are some nostrils, buddy. They're like so high up on these guys. And they have the little... It looks like a skull. And then there's like big old ears coming off of their tiny little heads. And then comes the... And then back here, they have pretty small eyes. Again, proportions to make everything else look bigger. I'm just like studying a little bit of what they have. Also, their ears look kind of like sheep ears, which is funny because we talked about that earlier.
Flopsy.
Yeah, they're like long versions of it, but they're kind of like sheep's ears.
Jay Green says, now I'm picturing a 17-faced dragon, but not like a hydra.
So how? Like all the faces are on one long neck? Like, what is it? Those, like, statues that have the turning where it's like, here's a face and here's a face, and they keep on turning, and one's like, hi, and then it turns to, like, the angry one's like, nope. Exactly like that.
Rin says, I thought Anthony's face had frozen. He's so still. He doesn't blink. What is this madness? I was attentive.
I'm glad somebody called it out, because that's what I'm saying every single day. He's so still. How does he not move or talk or breathe? I don't understand. Oh my gosh, Anthony. Also, the head shape's all off. This is like smaller, and then the schnoz area is bigger, basically.
Jay Green says yes, and Glenn says that dragon is fire.
So good. Fire. Hiya. Those ears. They're just like, whoa. Okay, that was our study. Now, I'm going to do...
It kind of looks like the horns are his body.
What?
Well, you got rid of like the study part, but on the study it looked like the horns from the previous, or his body going into the distance.
I could totally see that. There's a little.
Yeah.
That's also another cool thing about the sizing of this. Like, you could just have it go way, way, way smaller, and then it shows a sort of perspective, like it going back in space. So that's a fun thing to play with while using like really simple shapes.
Jake Green says, and the other one is ice. And Alessandra says, OMG, Ren, I was thinking the same thing. Anthony, what is your secret, LOL?
They're
and Jake Green says, winky face. My secret, I don't
know. Extreme attention. It's like the opposite of ADHD, I guess. It's not a disorder. You're just like, focus. I can do it, whatever I say. Like, whatever I'm gonna put focus on, did it. Doing it. Done.
Which I don't have, so you must be doing a pretty good job with your drawings to hold my gaze.
It's all me. I love you.
Oh, those are your dragon noises?
Yeah, it's by Donald Dunk. Dunk?
Donald died.
What? Donald died?
Donald Dunk-eyed.
Okay, you cut out right when you were saying that, so I just heard Donald died.
Donald's dead.
No! Don't say that.
Jake Green says, attention at surplus disorder.
Exactly. Do I want him to look like he's smiling? No. Oh, man. Ooh, I do have this idea in my head of another illustrator.
You cussing at me?
Cute. What the cuss? Don't cuss at my family. I'll cuss at you. No. Okay, that's just a one-eyed one. More, what do you call it? Profile? I know words to things and stuff. Okay, and then I'll do more of a straight down one. Shout out if you feel any strong feelings about any of these guys. I feel like I could nail it if I had just like 30 minutes uninterrupted to figure it out, but I also don't want to put you guys through that.
Jake Green says, you're making me want to draw dragons.
You should
definitely do it. Do it.
Absolutely do it. There is no reason not to. Please do it right now. You're done with work. Pressure is on.
Yeah, you're done. You've already said so.
Exactly. Ooh, scale eyebrows. This reminds me of
little pips.
Yeah, little pips. But also, do you remember the guy from Fairy Tale who ate iron?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had those kind of eyebrows.
Anthony Jackson says, Dragon Anatomy with Anna Daviscourt. And
Oh,
Jake Green
no.
says, but video games, LOL.
Playing video games. Yeah, but do you want to make the video games or do you want to play the video games? You only get to choose one. No, that's horrible.
He does both.
He does both constantly. So I understand, Jake, but also if you feel the want to draw dragons now, you should just follow that bliss because you'll always want to play video games, right? But like, you might not always want to play dragons. Draw.
Rin says, right, the round eyes are making me think of Toothless. And yes, scale eyebrows. And then Jake Green says, no, I might actually draw tonight. Good point.
Yeah, that's right.
Yay.
Ride the inspiration. Straight to hell! But yeah, absolutely. That's how I try to operate. Like every single night after dinner, I have some time where I'm just like, I get to do what I want. And that's how the fruity animals were born, because I was just like, I feel like painting while watching James play Overwatch. And so I did. And then that came out of it. And I feel like it was one of those magical, like, it just flows from the pen dealios that you don't have like ever. So if I hadn't drawn that night, I would have missed that. And same thing in Hawaii. I think I had that moment where I was just like, it's done. Like 2 hours at most, and I was like, oh, I really like it. Wow. What? that can happen. And so it's just one of those things that like you don't want to miss the opportunity when your brain is flowing like that.
Rin says that is how I stylize most eyebrows when I doodle.
Pip, pip. They're so cute. I love a good pip. I do want a mane to like blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Jake Green says BRB.
BRB.
Drawing a dragon, I guess. Immediately.
Or like getting some paper or getting an iPad or whatever drawing material.
What's your drawing material?
Are you asking me or Jake?
I know what yours is. It says it in the description.
Rude. What's your drawing?
Well, actually, this info does say fresco, doesn't it?
Oh no!
Whoops. Everything's wrong.
Everything is awesome. Photoshop boot. There we go. Sorry, YouTube, you don't get live stuff like that. I should change the name of that one too. I don't know if I can do it while I'm live. Let's see. Ooh. Did it.
It hasn't updated yet.
Well, who knows?
Wonder if I have to refresh the page or something.
Gross.
No, it did it. Designing a coloring page with Anna Daviscourt and Anthony Sims.
Heck yeah. Okay, I like this face better than what we had. So, just kind of scale this one. And then erase what we had. But keep the horns, because the horns are boss. Okay, and then we can work on that bod. How are we going to work that bod back there? Also,
You said the horns that come out of the body, I guess.
oh yeah, the little spiky spikes. Yeah,
Spikes. Yeah.
I'm thinking of how to get the body to not interfere with the head in a way that I like. And that is the challenge. But hey, you know, what's life without a good challenge? Just an easy road full of joy.
You could have the mane be the distinguishing factor between the body and the head. Maybe that would be a good breaking point.
That could be cool. Mm-hmm. What I want to do is just play with the shapes at the mo. Just to... I just want enough room to dilly-dally, so I might just crop out temporarily. Whoops. There we go. Beep. Oh yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna I'm gonna do this on a separate layer so I can just really quickly like put some loops in. Whoa.
Rin says horizontal body flip.
Oh, we'll do that for sure. Oh, you're saying like for just the body? We could try that. I still want to, just for 1 sec, just figure if we do something. He looks so goofy. I think what's going to happen is probably lowering the head so that I can get that kind of swoop down. But let's do what Rin said. I'm going to duplicate and flip. Edit, transform. Flip horizontal. That is pretty cool too. Let's try drawing some stuff off of this. I think I definitely want his head to come down like that though. It just makes me so happy. Okay, so I'm gonna move the head down first. Go with your gut, Anna. Could work like that. I'm thinking overall composition as well. And especially right now, we're trying to figure out where the arms could fit. Why don't they just stick out like this?
Oh my goodness. I'm flying! flapping motion near them, like.
He's got his little bird arms, so it's just like a regular bird. Yes, good.
Shake
totally
Green says,
doing it,
yes,
by the way.
gut knows best.
The gut
And Rin
knows.
agrees.
The nose knows where the gut goes. Oh, whoops. I am on the wrong layer. There we go. Okay. Whoop. He looks like a cobra now. Like he's got his... I love cobras too. We should draw them. They're really fun. Back in my Farmville days now. They never had cobras. That would be fun. If only, if only. I might do some big sweeping motions. So that we could have the arms in this kind of negative space. Is that too much neck? Is there ever such a thing as too much neck? Especially if there's mane. Yes, no, maybe so. What do you feel?
Oh, I like the mane.
But do you feel like the neck is too long if the arms are right here?
It is a little awkward. But I don't know what's the
Can't have an awkward dragon. That's madness.
Zelda dragon arm to neck ratio.
Zelda dragon arm to neck ratio. Google it. I feel like this is a pretty good artistic interpretation. Although in the game they're much more like windy with their bodies. Like look at the separation between the two arms. They're like, wait, does he have 4 arms? I never even realized how many arms he has. Oh, look at that face. Look at the colors. Ugh. That's good stuff. Full body. Like, see?
Heck yeah.
Oh!
Look at that noodle.
Ah! I forgot they have fat tails too. I love it. And they're
Queen
like...
says, long neck, good. And Rin says, ooh, yes to the mane.
Yeah, I think they all have 6 legs. That's so many legs. That's a lot of legs. I don't know.
It's a long body. The middle part would just dip down if it didn't have 6 legs.
Yeah, that's how physics works. Duh.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna add
Glenn asks, I thought you were going to draw a 3-headed dragon, Anna.
3-headed? I don't know.
We're just doing head studies.
Oh, yeah. That was just me playing around with the studies. I did a 3-headed dragon. We're done with that now.
Moving on. Different program, different idea.
Oh, I'm all sorts
What
of
can this
chaotic.
stream what the stream can become in the course of 2 hours.
What dreams may come? What streams may come?
Full stream ahead.
Okay, yeah, I think that fits better if we have an arm up here. Oh, should we do it just like the bottom legs where it's like a bird foot? As usual. Bird feet, question mark? Yes, is the answer. And then another bird foot. And oh my gosh. Thick ankles. Yes, please.
Rin says of a multiple-headed dragon, Sir Bragon.
Sir Bragon. Cerberus, but dragonified. Sir Dragon.
Which captions autocorrected to something interesting, I guess.
Oh my.
A dress for Oregon.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Absolutely.
We have
Let's
10 minutes
sew
remaining.
A massive dress for Oregon.
Did you catch that?
10 minutes remaining. Absolutely. I'm on top of it. I know time. Are you impressed? I know
Ocarina of. I'm guessing which episodes of 30 Rock you watched. That was from Parks and Rec. But did you watch the heart attack one where Jack has the heart attack?
No. We're in season 4, I think. It's great. I just love 30 Rock. It's so good. I was trying to think of one of the jokes so I could like let you know where I was, but I just can't, and I love it. I just can't, and I love it. What do you think? Arm placement? Does it feel awkward?
It looks like it's getting lost in the mane, or I don't know.
Too busy?
Maybe you just need to break up the silhouette or something.
I know, but I was thinking if I put the arm out. Once again, I think we have a Flappy Bird situation.
That's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I think we can work on that. Maybe moving the head over a little bit. Oh, there are layers. Layers revealed! And then, stick with me. Just like zhuzh this a little bit. Oh my, what did I do? Open in bridge? Oh no. And then can have a little bit more room for that horn. Not enough room, but more. Oh my gosh, this horn is impossibly large. What? Who designed this? Who do I have to blame? Looks to a mirror.
You again. It's always your fault, isn't it?
Guess what that was from? Oh, the one where they break into Nancy's house and he's like, I took a picture of myself. Oh no, I made it the desktop. I sent it to address book. What am I doing? Oh, it's so good.
Rin asks, how does it look with the body flipped back?
Oh. Just the base, or what do you think? The whole thing?
No clarification beyond that.
I can also
not for the next 20 seconds anyway.
20 seconds, my goodness. Oh, I also have a duplication of it, so I could just... Do you like that? Should I do sound effects for every single time I push a button in Photoshop?
Rin says, oh yeah, the bass.
It's all about the bass, That one's like a giant S. And then this one is an acute angle that looks painful.
Rin says, since you duplicated it, thought it would be interesting to see a comparison.
Absolutely. I think it's interesting, but I also think it's so long. If this worked, then it could work. That's a long boy. Yeah, we gave him some length. I like it. What if, duplicate everything. All the options. Alright, I'm gonna group it. I'm gonna alt drag it. Drag it. Dragging it. You get it. You get it. You get it. Okay, so we've got one option, like this, and then we just shrinky-dink this down. We'll add a bunch of like side elements or something to the page. And then he's just a real long boy. Like real long, not that fake long. Then we could have a... or flatten those down. We could have a nice like graphic dip down moment where it's like, whoa, oh whoa, where are you going, boy? Oh, whoa, whoa. Something like that. Also, I want to play with more thick to thin in his body because I don't like the look of one tube going completely parallel lines all the way down. I want it to be kind of wonky and undulating like we have down here, where it goes from like thick to thin pretty easily, and some places are angles and some places are curves. So that kind of stuff I think could be worked more into his design. But overall shapes and fitting, I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, and also, obviously, we could have, like, spiky things and such. Which is really fun, especially on, like, angles like this, where it's like, oh, I have space to fill, and it's turning a corner, so it feels like it could really come off here. And then again, like... Oh, that's fun. What do you think, Anthony?
I think that's awesome.
Do you?
Yay. Just gotta go make dinner. This guy is really cool. Love to see where it goes. And Rin says, that looks pretty neat too, actually. Nice.
So many options. So we've got 1 option, 2 option. What do you guys think? Option number 1? That's a 1. Or option number 2? Tell me. And then I think if I stick with option number 1, I would shorten his horns just ever so slightly. Maybe have like 1 extra curl. I don't know. That's too much. Something like that. Just to make sure there's enough comfortable room between his body and the horns. Not like
we've got 2 votes for 2.
2 boats for 2. Yeah, that'd be fun to color. And then, if we have some horizontal space to work with, what other elements could we have next to him? What kind of dragon is he, Anthony?
You were really inspired by the fire dragon.
Absolutely. Love the fire dragon. So what kind of elements would be fire-ish around his edges?
You have smoke plumage.
Have a
The
good
double
day, Heather.
entendre.
Smoke plumage. What?
You know, a smoke plume. And how feathers are called plumes.
So they're smoke feathers?
I guess so. That could be fun. Like he's venting out smoke from his body. In a feathery way.
Just make it smoke, but like in a feathery way.
I believe in you.
I don't believe in me.
That's
But
okay.
thanks.
You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
I do.
Already got it. Duh.
Rin says the transition from top to base is working really well. And also, we have about 2 minutes left.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that we got to work on this today because I thought we were going to do the other one, but this is really fun and we wouldn't have gotten here without having to switch programs. So thanks, Fresco. It's all silver linings. Well, okay, I'm thinking about coloring book, and I feel like it's more fun to color an element than like some kind of solid thing where it's like an acorn rather than just like it's got these wavy lines. What do I do with them? Do you think that would be confusing at all?
I think about how you would color it.
Maybe clouds, like smoky clouds. Ooh.
Maybe they're more like streams coming out instead of, I don't know, like he's got vents on his body and they're coming out of each stream in like a graphic kind of way. Not so much wispy and undefined, but like clearly that is a stream of smoke coming out. Or whatever you want.
I just don't know how you're imagining it. I'm just making lines now.
Think of a volcano that's got some smoke coming out of it.
That's my volcano with smoke coming out of it.
Love it. Ship it.
Ship it, it's done. There we go. Photorealistic smoke coming out of lava. Or I guess it's steam? Is that what's coming out of the volcanoes more like?
I guess it depends, yeah, I'm not sure.
We'll see. when we go to a volcano next week on. So thank you guys so much for watching. I have one question for Anthony before we go. Are we streaming on Friday, or do you want to take that night off?
I'll probably have to take it off. I don't know.
Okay, so we won't see you on Friday. I'm going to be hosting Adobe Live on Monday and Tuesday.
You probably can. You stream at 4 and I'll probably still be working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Think so?
I mean, this project didn't start today, so
yeah,
I'm most likely going to be working.
Well, if I stream, it will be on Friday. So if you are part of the Discord, then you'll definitely know every time I stream, because I post there right before I go live every single time. And then social media is kind of hit and miss sometimes. Every once in a while I forget it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today, this Wednesday, this lovely day. Anthony's birthday is on Friday, so just get yourselves ready for all sorts of June 11th. And just remember, there's a dragon inside every one of you, and it's yearning to be free. So
no,
no, it's a good thing.
It's yearning to be free. It wants to get out.
Live your truest life, and you will make the dragon happy.
Oh, okay.
Be true to yourself. Whatever it is that you need to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for more Behance streams. Shout out to our mods. We've got Kendall and Joe, and of course, the one, the only Oh Boy a Toy. There are links in the description for all of them. Please check them out. They're amazing people, and you're amazing people. So have a great night. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Jake, draw that dragon. I'll be looking for it.
Ashley, we're going to be in your room soon. Don't freak out.
That's true, probably, yeah.
All right. Thank you guys. Love you. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.